Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, the topic will be on Space Adventure, exploring imaginary lands through addition and subtraction of fractions. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. We will be posting the Zoom link in the comment section before our demo teaching, and the first 5 participants to join the Zoom meeting will be allowed to have close interaction with the speaker during the session and have an open forum after the demo teaching. The first 5 participants will serve as the students for the speaker's demo reel and will get a copy of the speaker's presentation at the end of the webinar. For those who will be chosen, make sure your microphones are turned off until asked to turn on.
Do you enjoy learning with Vibal? Make your experience even more exciting by becoming a Vibal Group fan. Exclusive perks await fan subscribers. Get access to exclusive webinars. Enjoy free teaching resources. Check out exclusive content. Get discounts on Vibal products. All of these for only 55 pesos a month. Exciting, right? Subscribe as a fan now. Here's how. Visit, click, follow. First, visit Vibal Group's Facebook page. Then click Become a Supporter to purchase a monthly subscription. Lastly, follow the prompts that appear on your screen. But don't confuse this for top fans. Nuh-uh, it's a different thing. You need to follow the easy steps. Visit, click, follow. Be a Vibal Group fan and enjoy exciting perks today.
Good day again, Kavibal, and welcome to our Speakers Demo Reel webinar series. For the demo teaching today, our topic will be on Space Adventure, Exploring Imaginary Lands through Addition and Subtraction of Fractions. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Our Zoom link is already posted in our comment section, so if you'd like to join our demo reel and have close interaction with our speaker and get a copy of more of the speaker's presentation, just click the link and join us in the Zoom meeting. Also, please be reminded that you have to be registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions on the comment box allotted during the session and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, Kavibal. And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Mr. Joseph Chris Atacador graduated last December 2019 in the University of the Philippines, Diliman, with a degree in BS Business Administration magna cum laude. He became the Vice President for Human Resources and later on the President of his organization, UP Circle of Entrepreneurs. He was a lecturer in Expert Guide Tutorial Center, helping incoming grade 12 students learn how to solve mathematical problems and equations with ease. Currently, he is the business manager of Ice Cream House sa Liberty Avenue and is currently living his lifelong dream of being an entrepreneur, spending his time developing strategies to make sure that his family business is up and running. He is an educator whose passion is to break the boundaries of traditional learning, making sure students have a great and fun time learning in the classroom. An entrepreneur who aims to delight everyone with ice cream goodness, and who wants to later on set up his own social enterprise to give back to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Joseph Chris T. Atacador.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Miss Anano, for that wonderful introduction. So, as I can see from the audience here, I think we have teachers who have introduced themselves through the chat box, and I'm really, really excited for all of you to become part of my demo video teaching. So now, I hope you guys are excited to go with me in a space adventure in which we can learn how to add and subtract fractions. Let me share my screen first before we officially proceed. Okay, so gawin lang natin full screen. Okay, so for our audience, can you give me a thumbs up if you guys can see the screen clearly? Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Okay naman. Okay, so thank you very much. So as I've mentioned, I've made this demo teaching as a guide in order for us and other teachers to know how to teach these kinds of concepts to kids. We know that in this time of pandemic, the kids are just learning at home, right? And it's virtual learning. And sometimes parents are having a hard time teaching these basic concepts to kids. So besides pictures, I think it's really going to be helpful for parents to learn how to explain these concepts to kids. So hopefully you guys are all aboard in this space adventure as we teach kids how to add and subtract similar fractions. Okay, first things first, we must have what? All of these reminders already taken noted of because we know that kids have a short attention span. Keep all of these in mind to make sure that kids will fully grasp the lesson. We need to take into consideration many factors that can affect the interest and learning experience of the kids. First, as I mentioned, the short attention attention span. We need to make sure to capture the interest of the child. Dahil nga maikli yung attention nila, kung saan-saan na lang sila makikinig or kung ano yung mapansin nila, baka ayun na agad yung pansinin nila, then it's gonna be a hard time if we don't have an interesting lesson for the kids. So we need to make sure through the use of pictures, videos, or any other materials that we can use, gamitin natin yun na mabuti para masigurado natin na matututo yung mga bata. Second, it's the manner of teaching. Remember, everything that the teacher does should be easily comprehensible to the kids. Remember, hindi tayo pwedeng maging straightforward masyado sa mga bata because it's their first time learning these kinds of concepts. Perhaps for us, it's really easy to understand, but for kids, since it's their first time, then they wouldn't be able to grasp the lessons clearly agad. So intindihin natin na dapat kung paano natin kausapin yung mga bata, hanggang paano natin ituro yung mga lessons, dapat lahat yun taken into consideration. Kung paano man ako magsalita ngayon, actually, tinitake into consideration ko rin. Kasi kung gaano ako bilis, kung gaano sa baby talk yung pagsasalita ko, dapat taken noted of yun. Para maintindihan talaga ng mga bata lahat. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the third one. Setting an interactive environment where they can play, have fun, and learn all at the same time. Let's not keep ourselves in the four corners of what? The classroom. But wait, we're not even in the classroom. In the four corners of our home, just teaching straight directly to the kids. Kailangan natin gawing fun, memorable, at interactive yung pagtuturo natin sa mga bata para naman maging masaya sila. We need to remember that learning shouldn't just be what? Straightforward at boring. Pwede yun maging interesting and fun for the kids. So imagine, nagiging masaya, nagiging learning opportunity for the kids, and they will actually enjoy the lesson. Lahat ng mga to, kailangan natin ma-take into consideration para matuto ng mabuti yung mga kids natin. Okay? So for my audience here or for my fellow co-teachers, do you guys understand naman yung 3 lessons? Hello? Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Let's virtual thumbs up lang. Okay naman? Okay. Seems like that our audience understood what I was talking about. That's great. Now, to officially start our adventure, I will be now talking to my students. Okay? So from this point forward, I will be talking to my students. This is the demo proper. Okay? Good afternoon, kids. Welcome aboard in this station. Today, we will be having a space adventure. We will be exploring imaginary lands through addition and subtraction of fractions. I will be your captain for today. I am Teacher Job. You can just always approach me anytime if you have any questions or clarifications. I am your captain, and I will be happy to answer all of your questions. All right? Let's proceed. As I mentioned, I am Teacher Job, and I will be your space captain in today's out of this world adventure. We will be going to space to learn and have adventure at the same time. But wait, before we go into space, we need to remember to what? Remember that we need to put on our space helmet, because if it's not for our space helmet, we will not be able to breathe in space. Okay, remember, kids, you guys should also put on your space helmet as well, so we will have a great time having an adventure in space. Okay? Okay, but to make sure that we will be having a fun and safe space exploration, we have safety reminders that we should all follow. All right? Listen carefully. First, listen attentively as I and another special captain guide will guide you in outer space. All right? So lahat ng sasabihin ko, everything that I will say, you need to take into consideration. Please focus on everything that I'm saying. Will that be all right, kids? Okay. So, kids, if you are understanding what I'm saying, hopefully, if I tell you to make a thumbs up, you will click the thumbs up, okay? So that I just know if you're understanding the lesson, okay? Okay. Now, let's proceed to the second reminder. Oh, I actually forgot. Our teacher here needs to have his own space helmet as well. Why? Because we will be going into space again, right? So we need to remember to put on our space helmet. Again, listen attentively. Second, write all the learnings you will discover and gather today. Kids, I'm telling you right now that you should get your scratch papers and pencils to make sure that you will remember all that I'm going to teach today. Okay? O parents, kung nanonood man tayo, siguraduhin natin na yung mga bata ay makikinig na mabuti at siguraduhin natin bigyan natin sila ng papel at ng lapis para naman maisulat nila yung mga matututunan nila para sa ngayong araw. Okay ba yun? Hopefully we have enough time na mabigyan na natin ng lapis at ng papel yung mga bata para naman matuto at mabalikan nila yung lesson today. For the third reminder naman, kids, I'm talking to you again. Be participative in a space adventure to make everything more exciting. Raise your hand in the Zoom app and wait for your name to be called. Remember, if you want to speak and I will be glad to hear you speak, you need to what? Oh, you need to wait for me to call you, okay? And then afterwards, you can answer my question. Let's make this lesson and adventure as much as interactive as it could be. I will really be happy to hear your voices, okay? And since the Zoom meeting, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have a raise of hands, will it be all right if you just use the clap of hands? I think the clap of hands yung meron dyan sa Zoom meetings. Can you just try and have press that clap button? Meron ba? Okay, meron naman lahat. Thank you very much. I can see that. Okay, so hopefully, kids, you will be clicking the clap button, so I will be able to call you for participation. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the last reminder. Oh, look, even the kid here has her own space helmet. Sana naman, nakasuot na yung mga space helmet nyo. Okay? Let's proceed with the fourth one. As I've mentioned before, when you are not speaking, kindly turn off your microphone so we can just have a smooth sailing space adventure. I and another space captain will be the ones talking and will be your guide in this space adventure. So unless you are told to do so or you are told to speak, then please don't yet speak. Para naman tuloy-tuloy lang yung adventure natin. Okay? Now we have all of these reminders here. These are the summary of all the reminders, and I hope that you can take all of these into consideration. One, listen attentively. Second, write all the learnings that we have right now. Third, be participative. I will be hoping for you to become participative. And lastly, don't speak unless called. Will that be all right? Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Are you guys ready for the space adventure? Anyone? Okay, it looks like the kids are really excited for our space adventure. Let's now proceed with Wait, before we officially launch out into space, let me introduce you first the co-captain that I've been promising you. It's my co-captain, Monkey. Hi, Monkey. It's Monkey, the space monkey, Teacher Job's co-captain. Hi, Monkey. Hello, Teacher Job. So this is Monkey speaking for us. Hello, Teacher Job. Thank you for introducing me. And hello, kids. I'm Monkey. It's my pleasure to meet all of you. Are you ready for the outer space and the adventure that awaits? Yes, Monkey. I think a while ago, they are very ready and excited for us to come into space. Are we ready to go? You are? Monkey, we are all ready. Thank you very much. So Monkey says, you are? So am I, and Teacher Job. In 3. Okay, we are now about to go into space. And 2, we have a countdown. And 1, blast off! So hold on tight, all of you students, and fasten your seatbelts because we will be going in our space adventure. Right? Okay, our spaceship is already going into space. Now, students and space adventurers, look out your window. We are now in outer space. Isn't that amazing? What a spectacular view. From here, we can actually view what? Yes, we can actually view our own planet. Monkey says, that's right. That's our own planet. Earth is the only planet we know that can support life. This planet houses all of us humans, plants, and animals. Monkey, I can just say that this is such a spectacular view. I think in this part of Earth, it's already night because of all these lights. Monkey, are you now ready to go on our space adventure and go to other planets? Yes. Monkey is asking us if we are now ready to explore the other planets. Now, Monkey has a question for us. What planets do you know except the planet Earth? Hopefully, you students and space adventurers have other planets that you know. Will it be okay to clap your hands? If you know any other planet, just give me one. So Monkey and I know. Okay. Hi, Lizelle. Our dear student, can you give me one other planet besides Earth? You can now speak on your microphone. Okay. Lizelle, I think, yes, okay, I think you're unmuted now. Can you give me one other planet besides Earth?
Uranus, sir.
Uranus, that's right. Thank you very much, Lizelle. Now, I want one more student to tell me another planet. Thank you very much, Lizelle, for your participation. Can you clap your hands if you have any? Okay, we have Maria Leia. Hi, Maria Leia. Can you tell us what planet do you know?
Hi, sir. Venus, sir, the hottest planet.
Venus, the hottest planet in our solar system. That's right. Thank you very much. You, both of you students, and all of you space adventurers, you guys are right. Thank you very much for participating. And actually, Monkey here has a list of all the planets that we have in the solar system. So we have Mercury and Venus, our own planet Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, which has been recited a while ago, Neptune, and Pluto. Are you guys excited to go into all of these planets and just explore? I guess at the same time, you will be able to learn how to do fractions as well. Hopefully, we will get to have the opportunity to do that later on. Okay? Okay. Monkey here says that let's go first to Mars, since it's the planet closest to us. Let me push the magic button so our spaceship will magically transport us there. But I can't see clearly because of the space helmet. Okay, space adventurers. I think Monkey is having a moist in his space helmet because what? It's too cold. Okay, so let's help Monkey to push the button so we can magically appear in Mars. Can anyone tell us what button Monkey should push in order to go to Mars? Anyone who wants to clap his hand so I can call him or her? Anyone? What button? Okay, Joseph, what button should Monkey push in order to magically be transported to Mars? Okay, you can unmute now and tell me the color of the button. It's either red or blue. Yes, Joseph. Okay. Let's
Sir, my answer is the red button.
The red button. That's actually right. Once Monkey pushes the red button, then we will magically be transported into Mars. And that's what we want, right? To be able to what? To have an adventure around the solar system and just look at all the planets there. Monkey, just press the red button. Okay? So Monkey, we've actually helped you with that already. Can you just push the red button already? Oh, a Monkey says, I should press the red button. Got it. Oh, wait, Monkey, why did you push for the Malayong Galaxy button? The blue button? We just told you that you should press the red button. Oh no, Monkey. Monkey says, oh no, I'm really sorry. There was just too much moist in my helmet that I chose the wrong button. Wait, where are we? Yes, where are we? It looks like we're in another galaxy. This doesn't look like the galaxy that we were in before. But it's okay, Monkey. We forgive you because all of us here are in it for a space adventure. Because we're in it for a space adventure, I think exploring another galaxy is fine as well. Okay, don't sweat it. Now, Monkey tells us, according to our computer, it looks like we're in a faraway galaxy called Mathematica. Okay, that's actually the first time that I've heard of this planet. Now, what surprises does this galaxy bring us? Hopefully, we do have surprises in store for us. Okay? Okay, Monkey tells us, wait, Teacher John, can we not just press the red button so we can just magically be transported to our original destination? Actually, no. We were about to go into Mars, but then we were able to use the magic button already, we will need to wait for around another day in order to press it again. So now we're kind of stuck in this galaxy. Really unfortunate. But then I guess most of our students or our space adventurers here are still excited. Space adventurers, are you still excited to come and explore the galaxy called Mathematica? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you guys are still excited? I mean, for me, I'm still excited. We can have another galaxy to be explored, and it's one like we've never seen before. And it looks like all of our space adventurers are still excited. Okay, Monkey, don't sweat it. It's okay. We will be having a blast today, and we will just be having a great journey. Okay? But no, okay, Monkey, don't apologize for that. It's okay because I know that at the end of the day, we will be able to go back to our own planet. Okay, don't apologize too much. It's all right. Oh, wait, why is the computer beeping? Yeah, why is the computer beeping, Monkey? Monkey says, oh, the computer is beeping because it tells us that in this galaxy, it's a perfect opportunity for all of us to learn about fractions. That's right. We will be able to learn about fractions on how to add and subtract them in this galaxy. Isn't that great? That's actually great. Oh, Monkey tells us, really? This is actually great because I love fractions. I can even teach the kids how to add and subtract them. We get to travel to never before seen planets in this galaxy, and we also get to learn how to add and subtract fractions. That's actually really great, Monkey. I'm really glad that I have you as my space captain. Okay? Yes. Now, Monkey has something to tell us again. Space adventurers, before we encounter planets from this galaxy, let me remind you what a fraction is. Hopefully, our kids, our space adventurers, still remember what a fraction is. A fraction is what? Can someone read the ones presented on the screen? What is a fraction? Anyone who can clap their hand and just read what a fraction is? Anyone? Okay. Okay. Yes, Joseph. Can you read what is a fraction?
A A fraction is something that shows part of a whole.
Thank you very much, Joseph. That's right. A fraction is something that shows part of a whole. If you haven't remembered that, that's fine. Because I and Monkey are here to help you with that. It tells us that a fraction is something that shows part of a whole. As you can see in this circle, it's what? It's divided into three equal parts. All right? Since we have three equal parts, I now have a question for you again. What part of the circle is shaded red? Can you answer me in fraction as well? Anyone? Anyone who wants to clap their hands? Thank you very much, Joseph, for participating. James. Yes, James. Can you tell me what part of the circle is shaded red?
1/3 of the circle is shaded red.
That's right, James. Thank you very much. 1/3 of the circle is actually shaded red. It's really great to have these space adventurers still remembering our fraction lesson. Now, as mentioned, we have 1/3 that is shaded. Monkey tells us, great. Do you remember the parts of the fraction? Hopefully, you do. We have the bottom number that shows us the total number of the parts, as seen a while ago. And we also have the top number that shows us how many parts we are talking about. Now, can anyone tell me what the number above is also called? We have another term for it, and it's starting with letter N. Can you clap your hands? Okay, I have Sharina here. Hi, Sharina. Can you tell me what do we call the number above the fraction bar?
A numerator.
That's right. Thank you very much, Sharina. It's actually called a numerator. And as mentioned, the middle part, that's called the fraction bar. But how about the bottom number? Do you still remember? Anyone else? Can you clap your hands so I can see who knows the bottom part of this fraction? What is it called? Okay, hello, Maria Leia. What is the bottom part of the fraction called? It's called?
It's the denominator.
That's right. Thank you very much, Maria Leia. It's called the denominator. Because of you guys, we were able to distinguish all the parts of the fraction. We have the numerator, the fraction bar in the middle, and the denominator. Now, Monkey tells us, great job, kids. Now that you remember fractions, let's talk about the kinds of fractions. I think this is actually a fairly new lesson for all of you. So I want all of you to just tighten your seatbelts and watch closely as I discuss what kinds of fractions I will be discussing about. Okay? Monkey tells us that this might come in handy in our adventure today. Hopefully, we get to use these lessons in our adventure later on. All right? All right. Now, let's discuss. As seen on the screen, we have what? The first set of fractions that we have is called set A, and we also have set B. Now, we have two sets of fractions, and both of these fractions are different from one another. Set A is a different kind of fraction compared to set B. Now, I'm not sure if you're able to see it clearly, but kids, let's look at set A first. Can you see something similar with the fractions? Meron ba tayong nakikita na parang kapansin-pansin? Okay, we have somebody clapping again. Hello, Maria Leia. What can you notice in set A?
In set A, sir, all the denominators are the same.
Yes, that's right, Maria Leia. Thank you very much. We actually have the same denominators. And as you can see, we have what? It's 6 all throughout. We have 2 6, 4 6, and uh, call this kind of fraction. This kind of fraction can be commonly called by its really easy name, and it will just be called as similar fractions. Okay? As Maria Leia mentioned us, they have similar denominators. They are sets of fractions that have similar denominators, and they will just easily be called similar fractions. Okay? Just remember that you need to look at the denominator, and they all need to be the same. If they are all the same denominators, then they will automatically be called similar fractions. All right? All right. Now, how about for this set of fractions? What do you notice? Anyone? Compared to the last one, I think most of you will be able to get it. Hi, Zyrel or Zero, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, sorry. But how will you describe this set of fractions? Set B.
They have different denominators.
Yes, compared to the last set of fractions, they actually have different what? Denominators. The last set, we have 6 as the denominator. But for this one, it's 3, 5, and 7. They are all different. So, can you guys have a guess on what kind of fraction this will be called? I have a clue. It's just the opposite of similar fractions. What do we call not similar fractions? Anyone besides Maria Leia and Zyrel? Oh, I think I have other space adventurers here. Okay. Hi, James. What do you think do we call these sets or this kind of fractions? Can you tell me?
The similar fractions.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's really great. The set of fractions that have this, really sorry for that, kids. I wasn't able to correct it. Sets of fractions that have dissimilar denominators or not common denominators will just be called dissimilar fractions. Okay? Just remember that. Again, look at your denominators, and if they are all different, then they will be called dissimilar fractions. All right? All right. I'm really glad for our set of space adventures. All of you are getting the lesson. Remember, kids, if you have any questions or clarifications, please feel free to approach me. Remember, I and Monkey are here to guide you all throughout this space adventure. Don't worry, we will not leave you behind. We want to make sure that all of you guys are learning. Okay? Now that we were able to discuss the kinds of fractions, we have the similar fractions and the dissimilar fractions, we can now proceed. Okay, please remember, we have the similar fractions. Again, the denominators are all the same. For the dissimilar fractions, just look at the denominator again, and we will have different kinds of what? Denominators. Okay, they are not the same. Now, Monkey here tells us something. Don't you love it, kids? Our space adventure just started, and we have already learned so much about fractions. What more if we explore the planets in this galaxy? Can anyone remember what I told you? What is the name of this galaxy? Let's see if you guys are listening clearly. Can you still remember what is the galaxy that we are in? Can you clap your hands if you still remember? Okay, you have a sharp memory, Maria Leia. What is the galaxy that we are in now?
Mathematica.
That's right, Maria Leia. Thank you very much. Just to remind you, space adventurers, we are in the galaxy called Mathematica. Okay? Okay. Wait, Monkey tells us something again. Oh, the computer tells us that there's a planet nearby. Let's see if we can explore it. Finally, this is the planet that we will be able to explore. Forget about Mars. We can just explore the planets in here. I'm sure that they will be unique and out of this world. Yes, it's literally out of this world because it's in another galaxy. Okay? Okay. Wow! What a colorful and vibrant planet. Wait, Monkey, can you tell us what is the name of this planet? Yes, Monkey tells us. Wow, what a colorful planet. Our computer says that this planet is called Luzora. And wow, amazing. This planet, just like ours, has an animal life too. Remember, kids, this is an imaginary land, so this is not real, okay? But then, in this adventure, we're pretending for it to be real. And I know that you will still be enjoying our adventure, even if it's just in our imagination, okay? Remember that planet Luzora houses animal life too. I'm really excited what kinds of animals there will be in this planet. Oh, the planet is composed of all these kinds of animals. And it's divided into 5 equal parts. Monkey tells us, wow, they have animals just like what we have in our planet. And the whole planet of Luzora is composed of 3 kinds of animals. We have what? Water animals. Hopefully you can still remember your science lessons. And we have the air animals. And anyone from the space adventurer, what do you think is the last kind of animal that we have? It's an elephant. Where do they live? Can anyone clap their hands? Where do they live? They live in... Okay, Maria Leia, can you tell us again? Where do they live?
Land animals, or they're living on
Yes.
land.
That's right, Maria Leia. They are actually land animals. So they actually live in land. That's really great. Now that we've identified the kinds of animals that live in Luzora, let's identify by how many parts is the planet composed of these animals. Monkey tells us that the fishes or the water animals is composed of 2/5 of the whole planet. Now, for the air animals, can someone tell me how many parts is it composed of in the planet? Anyone? Besides Maria Leia, I hope the other space adventurers are still listening. Okay, hi Sharina. How about for the air animals? What fraction do they represent the whole planet?
It's 1/5.
That's right, Sharina. Thank you very much. They represent what? 1/5 of the whole planet. And as you can see, the land animals represent 2/5 as well. Okay? Okay. Now, Monkey tells us, great. I can see that you've already mastered fractions. Congratulations, guys. I'm really proud of you. But, space adventurers, since we are already on this planet, I will teach you a new concept in fractions. Well, it's not that new, but I know that you will be able to combine the concept of fractions and operations. What operations will we be learning today? Yes, we will be learning about the addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay? Don't be scared, because if you have any questions or clarifications, feel free to approach me. Because again, it is my duty and Monkey's duty to make sure that you are learning and enjoying from this space adventure. Okay? Everything is great so far, guys? Space adventurers, can you guys give me a thumbs up? Hopefully you are what? Enjoying this adventure well. Okay? Okay. Let's now proceed. Monkey tells us that before we go on with everything, we need to identify what kind of fractions we have below. We've just discussed this a while ago. Are they similar or the similar fractions? Can anyone clap their hands so I can call them for participation? So hopefully you guys will still participate. What kinds of fractions do we have? Anyone? Hello, Zyrel. What kind of fraction can we see planet?
Similar fractions.
That's right. We have similar fractions. And as I mentioned a while ago, they are all similar fractions. Why? Because what? They have similar denominators. Okay? That's your basis for determining if it's similar or dissimilar. Just the denominator. Okay? Okay. Now, today, we will be learning how to add and subtract similar fractions. Isn't that exciting? Yes. Don't worry, kids. We will be discussing how to add and subtract these similar fractions on another day. Okay, but for today, in our space adventure for today, we will just be discussing how to add and subtract particularly similar fractions. All right? All right. Now, Monkey has a question for us. Based on the illustration below, the animals that have feet make up what part of the planet? Wait, how do we proceed with this question? I'm not so sure, Monkey. Let's ask our space adventurers. First, let me ask our kids, our space adventurers. Which of these animals, as shown in the illustration or the photo below, which of them have feet? Can you tell me? There are two kinds of animals that have feet in the illustration below. Can someone clap their hands so I can call them? Hello, Joseph. What are the two kinds of animals we have in this planet that have feet? Can you tell me?
Hello, good afternoon. Of course, the land animals, the elephants.
Yes.
And
Yes,
another
that's
one,
right.
and another one, of course naman, the air animals, the birds.
That's right, Joseph. Thank you very much for expounding us. Of course, the land
You're welcome.
animals and the air animals, as we can see from the photo, have feet. Now, we are being asked how much now will they be composed of the whole planet? What do we need to do? So since we have the land animals and the air animals, we need to combine their fractions in order to find out what in order to find out how they make up for the part of the planet, how much they make up for the part of the planet. Okay? Now what do we do? As I mentioned, we will be what? We will be adding. That's right. As Monkey tells us as well, in order to find what part they make up the planet, we need to add the representing fractions. Okay, so we have the land animals again and the air animals. Now let's proceed. How do we add similar fractions? That's Monkey's question for us. I think it's pretty easy, Monkey. Oh, Monkey tells us, the space adventurers, there's no need to fear because adding and subtracting similar fractions are actually easy. How do we do that? Oh, as you can see, we have the fractions representing the air animals, which is 1/5, and we also have the fraction representing land animals, which is 2/5. Now, as mentioned, we need to add them. So, how do we add similar fractions? First, Monkey tells us what we need to do is just rotate and copy the fraction bar in denominator. Ganun lang ba yun kadali, Monkey? Oo, ganun lang yun kadali, Sir Joe. Really? Remember, kids, we just need to copy the fraction bar, and then the next one is the denominator. Ganun lang yun kadali. But you might question me, Teacher Joe, what do we do with the numerator? This is the easy part as well. We just look at the numerators and we just simply add both of them. So we have 1 and we also have 2. Now, okay, without from the comfort of your home, kids, count with me. Let's add them together. We have 1 and then 2 and then 3. Okay, so adding them together, 1 plus 2, will give us the final answer of what? Can anyone tell me what they think will be the final answer in this problem? Okay, hi Maria Leia, what do you think will be the final answer in this question?
1 plus 2 is equals to 3. Therefore, the answer is 3/5.
That's right, Maria Leia. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now, as mentioned, we just copy the fraction bar and the denominator. So that means the final answer will be what? Yes, it will just be 3/5. Okay? Monkey tells us. After that, we finally have the answer. Isn't that easy? Yes, Monkey. It's actually really quite easy. And I think the students are having a great time as well because of how we introduce this concept. It's really, really easy for them to understand and grasp. But don't worry, if you're not following, you may just ask any question at all because I and Monkey will be happy to answer all of your questions. All right? That's easy. Now, going back to the original question, based on the illustration below, the animals that have feet make up for what part of the planet? As mentioned a while ago, they make up 3/5 of the planet Luzora. Okay? So hopefully you kids are following. Because of the addition of fractions, we were able to determine how much part of the planet is composed of animals that have feet. Okay? Okay. Monkey tells us, good job, space adventurers. In Planet Luzora, we learned how to add fractions. Let's hop on to our spaceship and see if we can learn subtracting fractions on the next planet. Hopefully we can learn that, Monkey. Let's say goodbye to Planet Luzora. Goodbye. Thank you very much for being a help in all of us in being able to what? Distinguish how to add similar fractions. All right? While having our adventure, we actually have what? Landed to the next planet. It's called Planet Uzono. Like Planet Luzora, they too have cute animals that make up the planet. Oh, that's really quite interesting. It looks like that Galaxy Mathematica have planets that have cute animals. Let's look at the composition. Oops. Wow. The composition of this planet is what? It's divided into 6 equal parts where animals can live. Okay, now let's see what animals are living here. Okay. Oh, Monkey tells us still that representing that through fractions, the planet can be represented through 6/6. It means that a total of 6/6 can live here in this planet. Okay? Let's see if Planet Uzono have animals. Planet Uzono have what? They actually have water animals. And they make up what? Can you tell me, based from the illustration, they make up what part of the planet? We have what? I'm giving you a clue. It's something over 6. That is the fraction. Can you count how many fishes are there? Then you can just clap so I can call you for participation. Fishes or water animals make up for what part of the planet? Anyone? Okay, it looks like that the kids are, oh, hi Jillian, can you tell me what part of the planet is composed of water animals?
4/6.
That's right, Jillian. They actually are composed of 4/6 of the planet. Now, Monkey tells us that the orange part of the planet still does not have animals. Let's find out how much of the planet does not have animals using subtraction of fractions. Oh, we will be able to learn how to subtract fractions here? That's great, Monkey. Let's proceed. Let's determine what does this represent, or what fraction does this represent. How do we do that? We can just, what? Let's remember that the whole planet can actually be represented by 6 over 6. That's the whole planet. That's the whole thing. Okay? That's the whole part in which animals can live. Now, as Jillian mentioned to us, we actually have water animals living in 4/6 of the planet. What we just need to do is subtract 6/6 minus 4 over 6 in order to determine what part of the planet is still not inhabited by animals. Do you remember how we did adding of fractions a while ago? It's actually quite simple as well for subtraction of fractions, because again, we will be what? Again, we just copy the denominator and then proceed with subtracting the numbers in the numerator. But I just want to check if you guys are still getting it. Anyone can tell me what will be the denominator in this final answer? Can you tell me? Anyone who can clap their hands? What will be the final denominator in this question? Anyone? Perhaps I can just randomly call someone, because it looks like the space adventurers are dozing off. Hello, James. Will it be okay for you to tell me what is the denominator in the final answer?
6 po.
Okay, it's 6. James, can you tell me where did you get 6?
From the denominator of the previous fractions.
Oh, that's right. Because of the previous fractions that we mentioned, we just need to copy it. Okay? Now, we copy 6 and we copy the fraction bar as well. And then what do? We just need to, what? Subtract 6 and 4 in the numerator. Now, let's do it together. We have 6. And then we are going to subtract 4. Okay, we are going to subtract 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But will it be okay if you do it by yourself? Let's see if you will be able to get the correct answer. Can you do it by yourself first? Subtract 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Anyone of the space adventurers that can tell me what will be the final numerator after we subtract 6 and 4? I think Joseph a while ago was raising his hand. Will it be okay, Joseph, if you tell me after we subtract 6 and 4, what do we get?
The numerator 2.
But that's right. We get the numerator 2. We subtract 4 from 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's right, Joseph. You got it right. So that means we will just have the final answer of 2, 6. Thank you very much, guys, for your participation. I think all of you are having a clear understanding on how to add and subtract similar fractions. Okay? Monkey, I'm really appreciative of what you are doing for us, because I know that the kids are having a great adventure exploring other planets, and at the same time having this new concept instilled to us. Okay, so actually Monkey tells us that's right. 2/6 of the planet Yuzono is not inhabited by animals. All of you space adventurers got that right. Now, we will be proceeding to the very last part of our adventure. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Okay, so I presented a new presentation. Can you guys tell me if you're able to see my presentation? You can just have a thumbs up. Anyone? Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. So, Monkey tells us, what a fulfilling trip. We got to discover new planets and learn how to add and subtract fractions at the same time. But, oh no, since we can only use the magic transporter device only once, we would need to travel throughout the space to go back to Earth. That's okay, Monkey, because we will be, what? Having, what? Stopovers in this planet. Since we will be having stopovers in this planet, then we will still be able to learn all of the ones that we were just able to discuss today. We have the planet Yonov, planet Pavis, and planet Malara. Then we're back to our own planet. Now, I want all of my space adventurers to be participative as much as possible because in a while, we will just be back in our home. Okay? Our planet home, which is Earth. Okay. Monkey tells us that we've got 3 planets that we'll get to explore too while going back to our planet. Let's try out addition and subtraction skills while going home. Okay. Let's go to the first planet that we will be going to, which is planet Gonov. Wow, planet Gonov actually looks like Saturn, but it's violet. It's a different one. Okay. Monkey tells us that the computer scanned the whole planet, and the planet is actually composed of air, water, and land animals. How much do water and air animals make up the whole planet? So we have the water and the air animals. How much do they compose the whole planet? Can anyone tell me? So hopefully our students and our space adventurers were able to learn today. We just need to what? Combine the air animals and the water animals. Can anyone tell me the final answer for this one? Anyone? So we just need to add 2 7 and 4 7. And I think Sharina here has the final answer. Do you have the final answer, Sharina?
6, 7.
That's right, Sharina. The water and air animals make up what? Oops, really sorry for that. That should be 4 7 plus 2/7, which should be 6/7. Really sorry for the typographical error, guys, but that should be 6/7. But I guess we can look at that a different way. If we're going to add the water and the land animals, that will give us the 5/7 or 5/7 as our final answer. Okay? But actually, your classmate Sharina was right. The final answer should be 6/7. My mistake, my bad, students. Really sorry for that. But for this one, I think we're already on track for the planet Pavis. I think for planet Pavis, we have this one. Planet Pavis is composed of air and water animals. The planet is divided into 8 equal parts. How much land is not yet occupied by animals? Don't worry, kids. If it will be difficult for you, then I will be the one to discuss it. Remember, kids, that the whole planet is divided into 8 equal parts. And we want to know how much land is not yet occupied by animals. The land not yet occupied by animals is represented by the gray area. What we can actually do for this one is to what? What? Subtract the whole amount of land that we have, which is 8/8, and subtract it to 5/8. 5/8 is the amount of air animals that we have, and subtract it to 1/8 as well, which is what? The water animals that we have in planet Pavis. Now, don't be scared, kids. We just need to copy the denominator. It's just 8, right? But for the numerator, I think for this one, we can answer it. We have 8, and then subtract it to 5, and then 1. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds, kids, to try and give me the numerator for this one? Just subtract 5 and 1 from these numbers. Can anyone clap their hands and tell me the final answer? What part of the land is not yet occupied by animals? Hello, Maria Leia. Do you know 8 minus 5 minus 1? What is the answer for that one?
2, 8 po.
That's right. Once we subtract 8 minus 5 minus 1, we will just be able to have our numerator, which is 2. That means the land not yet occupied by animals is represented by this whole fraction, which is 2/8. Okay? Thank you very much, Maria Leia. Now, we are done with these planets, Ganov and Pavis. Let's go on. The last planet, Malara. Then afterwards, we'll be back home. For the planet Malara is composed of air, water, and land animals. What part of the planet is not made up of air animals? That means, what part of the planet is composed of land animals and what? Water animals. We just need to add them. Combine the land animals and the water animals. Can you tell me, Jillian, 5 plus 3 will be equal to what? What is the part that's right. Jillian, it's 8/9. It's 8/9. So the part of the planet that is not made up of air animals is 8/9. Thank you very much, Jillian. Oh, that's right? 8/9. So we are here. We are back on our own planet. Congratulations, kids. And we were able to traverse the whole galaxy of Mathematica, and we are now finally back on Earth. Thank you very much, Monkey, for being with us today. Now, Monkey tells us, thank you, Teacher Joff, for letting me be your co-captain in this wonderful space adventure. And thank you to kids for listening well with my discussion. Can we all have a clap hand for Monkey and just give him all the love? Thank you very much, Monkey, for helping all of us. Okay. Now, your teacher Job wants to thank you. Okay, I need to take off my space helmet now. And I want to thank you for being so lively and participative in today's adventure. We hope to be with you again in our next journey. If you have any questions or clarifications, you are very pleased to ask me. Thank you again, Space Adventurers, and see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Joe, for that very interactive learning session. Now we will proceed to our question and answer portion. Our teachers here in the Zoom meeting can ask our speaker if you have any questions po. You can chat it in our chat box, or you may unmute your microphones. And also to our YouTube viewers, you may comment your questions in our comment section, of course. Just let us know po if you have any queries. Okay, so I think we have a question in our YouTube comment section. So our first question is from Michael Fernandez. How can we encourage young learners po to love mathematics?
So I think a while ago, I was able to have a grasp of how to teach mathematical concepts to our kids, right? So I think it will be perfect, as I mentioned, to incorporate stories, pictures, videos, in order for the kids to learn. Remember, kids have short attention span, right? So how do we attack this kind of teaching for kids? Then let's go to where the kids are interested at. Where are kids interested at? Videos, cartoons, right? And moving pictures. All of those will capture the attention of the kid. At first, it might seem difficult, but if you give it enough patience, and hopefully enough patience from the kid, I'm sure that the kid will learn to love mathematics. Start it while it's early, because once he or she grows up not loving math, It will just be that way while growing up. So start while early.
Thank you very much po, Sir Joff. Again, if our teachers here in the Zoom meeting have any questions for our speaker, you may unmute your microphone. And I think Sir Joseph has a question po.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon po. My question is, sir, how can you reflect mathematics in our daily lives? Sa panahon natin ngayon, 'di ba sabi nga nila, pag sa lahat ng paligid mo may mathematics, ultimo tubig, lahat may mathematics. Bakit yung sa mga bata ngayon, pagdating sa math, parang daig pa sinisminsin. Ibig sabihin, masungit, mahirap. Yung tipong pag math na, tipong mag-absent na sila, magdadrop na sila, lalo pag high school life. Pag high school, siyempre, mga mathematics, more than mahirap, lalo na pagdating ng second year, third year, yung intermediate algebra, geometry, tsaka trigonometry, tipong manonosebleed ka eh. How can you inspire to pursue their courage in mathematics? Thank you.
Sir Joseph, that's actually right. What you all mentioned, that's right. Lahat sa bawat araw-araw na buhay natin, makikitaan natin yan ng matematika. Mula pa lang sa mga tinuturo natin sa mga bata, mula sa fractions, mula sa decimal, mula sa iba-ibang klase mga numbers at operations na tinuturo natin sa bata, mula pa lang pagkabata nila, lahat yon parte na ng matematika. Hanggang umabot tayo sa hanggang high school. Like you said, kahit geometry, intermediate algebra, or even advanced algebra, we can actually teach the kids to appreciate that they are still part of our everyday lives. Diba? Siguro, medyo lacking lang din in our part, and the student's part, is the patience to actually understand that it's in our everyday lives pa rin. So what we can do to help adjust for these kids is to have viable examples, concrete examples on what you're teaching. That in building bridges, in building big buildings, lahat yon ginagamitan niya ng geometry. Kailangan niya ng mga arkitekto. Lahat yon, kung hindi natin gawin ng mabuti, then hindi magiging successful ang paggawa ng isang building. Lahat yon sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin, ma-apply natin yon kahit nasa grade school or preschool or even high school kids. I guess nangunahan lang talaga ng takot yung mga high school students natin. And some of them even drop or even fails the subject. But I guess for the students, what I can just give a word of advice for you is to have more patience and have more understanding that it's actually part of our everyday life. And magagamit natin yan sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin at matutulungan tayo niyan araw-araw. And for my co-teachers, for my co-educators, I guess minsan nakakaubos din ng pisi, but as educators, more patience lang din talaga tayo sa pag-intindi na para sa mga bata, baka napapangunahan lang din sila ng takot na baka bumagsak ako, baka walang masyadong suporta. So, bilang mga guro, let's try our best talaga para matulungan pa rin yung mga estudyante. Siyempre, hindi naman natin pwedeng tukuan yung mga bata din, di ba? So, hopefully, I helped you, Sir Joseph.
Sir, you're welcome po, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much po, Sir Joff. That's all the questions we have for now. Any last reminders to our viewers for today po?
So what I can just tell you to everyone that is listening in this lesson, I'm just glad to share how I teach to young kids. And no matter what you are, may it be that you are a parent or a co-educator, a teacher, you can always be a ray of light in this dark times, especially in the midst of pandemic. Let's just always help the kids, our children, and making sure that tomorrow will be a brighter day because of the lessons that we are giving them. Thank you very much.
There we have it. In behalf of Evolve Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for this very interactive, creative, and insightful demo teaching session. It is an honor to have you with us today, sir. And to all our Kabibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. Special thanks to our teachers who acted as our students for today. Miss Charina Descalzo, Sir James, Sir Joseph Odelon Hermitanyo, Ma'am Lizelle Lacorte, Ma'am Maria Lea Pacatang, Ma'am Sheena Posadas, Zairel, and Miss Janice Mejarito. Because of your active participation, you may now download the presentation used by our speaker here in our chat box. So kindly download the presentation or the PowerPoint used by our speaker located in our chat box. Don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw!